So you get through high school.
Yep.
And this is a part that's still confusing to me. I know you start professionally modeling.
Yeah.
Was that around the end of high school, like 18, 19?
So when I came out and I went to Los Angeles, that's when I started modeling.
Was that right after high school?
So 18, yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And how did that happen? Because you don't really talk about that part too much.
So that's because I never have enough time in any interview. So basically, I'm one of those people, if I say I might be interested in something, and then all it takes is one person to doubt me or not believe in me. And then that fire but the same fire that had the little kid go and break into the rec center and take all of this candy to get the shoes that he wanted is the same fire when people doubt me and say that I can't do something. So someone said, oh, you're really cute. You should like try and model or something like that. And then their friend goes, you'd never make it as a model. You're too short.
Damn.
So then I looked up every single agency and I put all the easy ones first. I put the most difficult ones last, and which was Ford and Wilhelmina. And then over a 4-day period, I didn't have a car. I was 5'9". The going rate for a model, 6'1" and above. So nothing was going in my favor. And this was in 2000. It was 1999, 2000. During that time in high fashion, you didn't have a lot of African-American models. You just had Boris Kojo and Tyson Beckford. That was it. And everybody else was a completely different color. Nationality as well. Not nationality, but completely different color.
Right.
So in 2000, it was not a lot of black models. You got them in maybe a couple commercials, maybe in some music videos on BET and things like that. But in 2000, it wasn't as variety, as it is now. So I was black, trying to do high fashion, too short, no abs, no model clothes, no car, no Z cards, no portfolio. And I went to 12 different agencies and I got rejected. We already have somebody that looks like you. And they would literally give me maybe 1 minute because it was a cattle call.
Yeah. So
all these models would come in and everybody was like, and I would just get rejected. I'm like, dang. And then halfway on the second day, I'm like, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? And a little voice inside goes, you've come this far. Keep going. And so I would keep going. Next day, rejected. Next day, I get to Ford, and this is Ford Models. This is like the top agency. Rejection. We already have somebody that looks like you. Wilhelmina. They got David Beckham. They got Beyonce. They got all these people, right? So I get there. There's like 60 guys in there and they all looked perfect. They were like 6'3", sweater abs. They looked like David Beckham in every race. It was the craziest thing. And I'm like, I don't look like anybody here. And that was my insecurity. I don't look like anybody here. So then halfway through, as everybody, because I was one of the last people in, everybody's getting rejected. Halfway through, I'm watching myself say, this is so stupid. I go and leave. Little voice comes back. You've come this far. Keep going. Finally, it gets down to the last person. And I'm getting ready to turn away again. I'm like, this guy is on all these, because it was models from other agencies in there because they wanted to get with the top agency. This guy is on all of these billboards and he just got rejected. I'm not going to make it. So all of a sudden, it comes to me, this little short guy named David Todd. He looks at me and he goes, we'd love to represent you. And I was like, wait. And I didn't even know what to, I was like numb with emotions. I didn't know what to do with myself. And I just stayed calm because in my head, I'm like, I don't look like nobody. And guess what he said? we'd love to represent you. You don't look like any of our
Oh,
models.
amazing.
And I was like, whoa. Sent me on 3 auditions. Sent me on a Destiny's Child Jumpin' video, which paid $4,000. Mind you, I had no money, which paid $4,000. Buckles campaign, the Buckle campaign, which paid $2,500, and Skechers campaign, which paid $3,000. Bro, I booked all 3 of them that day.
So you went from like no money to making $10,000 like
Yes.
right away.
Yes, and here's what's even crazier. I didn't even get to make it to the the Destiny's Child audition because I was on a bus, so I didn't make it the time. I woke up the next morning and my agent said to me, "Congratulations, you booked all 3 jobs." I'm like, even the Destiny's Child? Because I didn't tell him. I'm like, yo, I didn't want to tell him I didn't make it. I was like, even the Destiny's Child? He said, yeah. Beyonce was with the agency. She just happened to walk into the agency and hand-picked my card off the wall and said, I want him to be my love interest. And I was her love interest in the Destiny's Child Jumpin' video.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Like
Beyonce
that.
herself.
Beyonce herself hand-picked my card